But I keep hearing that the Angel Reese, Asia Wilson supporters they are the ones with the motion. They're moving the needle.
2 rookies, 1 league, and now one undeniable stat that's breaking the internet. Caitlin Clark, the Iowa phenom, just outsold nearly every NBA and WNBA star in jersey sales, landing only behind Steph Curry. But while the world celebrates, Angel Reese has a very different reaction. What happens when the spotlight doesn't fall where you think it should? This isn't just a sports story. It's pride, pressure, and a power shift shaking the very core of the WNBA.
Angel Reese is now quoted as saying, "I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person." She refuses to say Caitlin Clark's name. "It's because of me too, and I want you to realize."
Caitlin Clark is not just a rookie, she's a revolution. After breaking NCAA scoring records, she entered the WNBA with a tidal wave of hype and delivered. Ratings spiked, ticket prices soared, and jersey sales exploded. And when the numbers came in, it was undeniable. Clark had outsold legends like LeBron, Durant, and every WNBA star except Steph Curry.
So what happens when what I think is probably the far and away the most popular female athlete there is in existence right now, Caitlin Clark? What happens when her jersey sales are revealed in a very important period, by the way? September 1 through November 3rd would be some prime Christmas area. Just pointing that out.
While Caitlin Clark's stardom skyrocketed, Angel Reese made headlines of a different kind. When asked about Clark's impact, Reese sidestepped the name entirely, quote, "I'll look back in 20 years and say, the reason we watch women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too." But the data paints a stark contrast.
Adam Silver was trying to get Caitlin Clark in the three-point shooting contest in the All-Star weekend. It was because he needed her more than she needed them. All right? That because of the popularity, what it was she could draw in. Fact is, a lot of her ratings in games last year beat a hell of a lot of regular season NBA games. That's how she moves the needle.
Let's talk numbers. In the WNBA's most lucrative retail window, September through early November, Caitlin Clark dominated. Not just in the WNBA, but nearly the entire basketball world. Angel Reese? Not even top 10. For a self-proclaimed cultural icon, her merchandise sales tell a different story.
The top-selling jerseys, Steph Curry is number 1, and who's that? Tell me who this is. Caitlin Clark is number 2.
There's no doubt Angel Reese commands attention, whether it's on the runway, on Instagram, or at the ESPYs. But does that translate to fan investment? Caitlin Clark has already inked deals with Gatorade, Nike, State Farm, and Panini. She's not just in commercials, she is the commercial. Meanwhile, Reese's highlights are more likely to trend on TikTok than in televised primetime.
Young lady, nobody knows who you are. Nobody would be watching the WNBA additionally for you. This is all about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is bringing the money to the game, the planes to the game, the TV viewership. The WNBA is on fire because of Caitlin Clark.
Their rivalry didn't begin in the pros. It started back in March Madness. The "you can't see me" moment between Reese and Clark sparked national debates. Was it trash talk, disrespect, or just fierce competition? What followed was a media firestorm and 2 diverging paths. Clark leaned into the pressure, Reese into the persona. Now the WNBA is asking, who's the real face of the league?
Clark plays for the Indiana Fever. In Indiana. Now, in sports terms, Indiana is considered, quote unquote, a small market. All right, that's just a fact. It is what it is. It's not New York. It's not LA. All right, it's not even Dallas. It's not Chicago. It's not Houston. It's not a big market. All right, it's not one of these juiced up markets. Boston would be the other one. And that is Caitlin Clark.
Clark plays for Indiana, considered a small market by sports standards. Yet somehow, Fever games are drawing record numbers. They're leading league-wide ticket sales and TV ratings. This isn't just star power. It's a seismic shift in market dynamics. Meanwhile, Chicago's larger platform hasn't delivered the same impact for Reese.
This should tell everybody that wants to argue for these other players in the WNBA all they need to know.
The Clark-Reese dynamic isn't just about basketball. It's a cultural clash. Online, fan bases are drawing battle lines. One side sees Clark as the savior of the sport. The other defends Reese as the culture's torchbearer. But what gets lost in the noise is the scoreboard. And right now, it's Caitlin Clark 100, Angel Reese, still warming up.
Refreshing to see some shots actually make it refreshing. Oh no, that's Angel Reese's music. Bang! You like Mustangs? Your favorite player is Lawal Dang? Oh, you said bang!
The story is still being written. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are set to clash again soon, both on the court and in culture. With endorsement deals expanding, media appearances stacking, and the WNBA ratings booming, one question remains. Will Reese rise to meet the moment, or keep blaming the spotlight for missing her?
How far is the gap? How far is the gap between Caitlin Clark and her popularity and anybody else in the WNBA? That gap has got to be like the Grand Canyon. That's like she's in a different area code. She's in a different state, maybe a different country. There are no other WNBA players on this list. Angel Reese is not on there. All right? She is nowhere to be found.
Caitlin Clark isn't just making history. She's rewriting the future of women's basketball. Angel Reese? She still has time to match the talk with numbers. But for now, jersey sales don't lie, and neither does fan demand. This isn't jealousy. It's reality. And in the WNBA, reality now wears number 22 in Indiana.
All right, back to business. Slam bag work, Brittany Griner, you said you rang? Bang!
Somebody said she's got the coordination skills of a baby giraffe. I don't know what baby giraffes did to receive that kind of slander, but I won't stand for it. Bang!
The WNBA is back in little over a month. Friendly reminder, we're not watching because of one person. We're watching because of her.
Do you think Angel Reese can close the gap? Drop your thoughts below. And if you ride with Caitlin, hit that like, subscribe, and comment CC 100% to show you believe in the Clark effect.
Double record streak. Huh. Okay. I mean, that's...
The WNBA just got flipped on its head. Caitlin Clark, a rookie from Iowa, is now ranked number 2 in NBA jersey sales, right behind Steph Curry. Not WNBA. NBA. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, hailed by some as the future face of the league, is trailing behind in a very distant second place. But it's not just about jerseys, it's about influence. And Angel's recent response has the internet wondering, is this confidence or is it jealousy?
To look this clumsy at your job and then declare you're underpaid. Privilege! Bang! Justice for all baby giraffes out there. I will fight the good fight. Bang! One thing to take from these videos, never give up, because if she can do it, you can do it too!
Caitlin Clark didn't ask to be the face of the WNBA. She earned it. Breaking over 60 NCAA records, leading Iowa to historic Final Fours, and now igniting WNBA preseason ratings by herself. Fans aren't watching just because she's good, they're watching because she's magnetic.
Since the players, if you want fans to buy your jerseys in ridiculous numbers, then hit ridiculous logo 3s. Well, Andy, I will say this. If you want players to buy your jerseys, be likable. And don't shit on an entire fan base. Yeah, that's...
Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie, has made headlines for a different reason: controversy. From taunting Caitlin in the NCAA finals to telling fans to shut the F*** up on her podcast, Her media strategy walks a fine line between authenticity and alienation.
Took the X and pretty much let the fans know how she was feeling. Let's pull up the tweet right now. This is the tweet right here. Angel Reese stated, "This is my podcast. Shut the F up. You don't watch."
Jersey sales, ticket prices, TV ratings. Everywhere you look, Caitlin Clark's name is attached to surging metrics. She's not just a player. She's a phenomenon. While others trend on Twitter, she sells out stadiums. That's the difference.
The reason the WNBA never showed the jersey sale numbers, but only put ranks, it was always Clark at 1 and a humongous, ginormous gap from Angel Reese.
Is this a real rivalry or one manufactured by the media? Both players have publicly dismissed comparisons, but behind the scenes, there's tension. Reese once said, "They only show love when it's convenient." Clark has stayed silent, and that silence speaks volumes.
Wait. Where are Asia and Angel? This can't be accurate. I mean, well, what are you going to say? What are you going to do?
While Reese dominates Instagram and TikTok, Clark is dominating hearts and wallets. Fans aren't just watching her. They're investing in her.
Why?
Because she makes them believe something special is happening.
Paying thousands of dollars ticket prices to see her. She set gate revenue records all time. She broke how many records last year? 63, I think.
This isn't the first time Angel Reese has sparked backlash. She's feuded with LSU fans, dismissed critics, and even clashed with reporters. While she calls it confidence, critics say it's deflection. And the fallout may be costing her.
The second highest selling NBA jersey. Not WNBA. I mean, she's first by a bazillion miles.
Economics rarely lie. When Caitlin Clark enters an arena, tickets sell out. When Angel Reese does, it's quieter. You can't fake economic impact. And that's where the conversation needs to shift.
Still won't shut haters up, by the way. I mean, look, if these other players are so damn popular, buy their shit. Up the ticket prices, up the demand. Make them change stadiums. Nah, y'all gonna keep running your mouths. I guess just being broke because y'all are talking on the internet.
The Indiana Fever season is underway. The Chicago Sky, too. And the world is watching these two rookies. But only one is changing the game, and she's not doing it by yelling online. Who do you think deserves the spotlight? Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and don't miss what's next in this explosive WNBA season.